TF2 is a very complex game. With all the different classes to choose from, it's hard to memorize what every single class and every single weapon does in this game. Because of this, Valve, being the geniuses that they are, decided to implement a tip system, a way for them to tell players different mechanics about the game. While most of them are fine, there are some that straight up lie to you for no real reason. That's the topic of today's video, so why don't we just go ahead and get started. Before we do though, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and drop a like down below. At 10,000 subscribers, I'm promising an hour-long review about the shortstop, so if you want to see that, then you should subscribe. Without further ado, let's look at these very unhelpful tips. The first tip reads, as Scout, the Sandman's baseball cannot stun foes at close range, but it will completely stun an enemy at max range. So if you do not know, when the weapon was first introduced in the game, it used to stun enemies from long ranges. In 2017, Valve made a change to the Sandman, so now the enemy is only slowed down, but they never removed this tip from the game. I doubt it would be hard to remove the tip, but I guess it's just something they haven't done yet. The next one's for the Devilman. As a Devilman, use the lock and load to inflict additional damage against slower moving classes and buildings. Aim carefully, however. You only have 3 shots before you must reload, and you will only inflict damage on a direct hit. So this is just a straight up lie. It does not do more damage against slower classes, and I don't know why it says it does. I've only been in the TF2 scene for the past 5 years or so, but no documented changes or anything like that mention this weapon does more damage against slower classes. So if it used to, just let me know in the comments below. It's just a really weird tip. Another one for the Demoman is, as a Demoman, collect heads by killing enemies with the Eyelander. Each head increases your maximum health and also gives you a speed boost. While this is true, it does not mention that there's a cap to how much health and speed you can get. By the logic of this tip, it seems like you keep collecting heads forever until the end of time, and get tons of health and speed, which is just not true. There is a cap, it should just mention it. The next one's for the Medic. As a medic, the Vitasol will retain up to 60% of your overcharge meter if you die before activating it. This can be very useful when attempting to assault a strongly fortified position with only a small amount of time remaining. This tip does not mention anywhere how you can retain that uber, it just makes it seem like when you equip the Vitasol, you keep 60% of your uber upon death, which is just wrong. If you don't know, you can only keep uber at harvesting organs, which you get from hitting players with the Vitasol, up to 4 organs. If they could just add in how to get the organs, I think this tip would be fine. The next one's for the Sniper. As a sniper, a fully charged sniper rifle headshot can kill most classes instantly. I don't know why this tip says it can kill most classes instantly. A sniper can drop any one of the 9 classes in an instant. If it said it could kill classes instantly, then it would be correct, but as it stands now, it seems like there's some class out there that cannot die from a fully charged headshot from the sniper rifle. As a spy, the Ambassador does not inflict critical headshots when cooling down. Make each shot precise and timed in order to inflict maximum damage. Now, I understand what it's trying to say. It's trying to say that only your first shot in the clip can headshot until you reload the weapon. But why does it not just say that then? What does cooling down even mean? It would make someone think that this weapon can overheat or there's some sort of meter that you have to wait for until you can headshot another player. It's just super weird to me. Another one for the Demoman. As a Demoman, the charge and charge ability does not grant a critical hit until the end of your charge. Your weapon will glow when the time is right. Now, watch this real quick and tell me when the weapon glows and the time is right to swing. The weapon is always glowing. Now, the first part of this is completely true. You only gain crits at the end of your charge, but the weapon glows throughout the entire charge. I honestly have no idea what it's trying to say right now. The next one's for the Sniper. As a sniper, the Sydney Sleeper applies Girardi to enemies and causes a Girardi explosion with headshots and fully charged body shots. It can also extinguish burning teammates. So, a Girardi explosion happens anytime you shoot this weapon, like literally anytime you hit someone with this weapon. It's not like a Girardi shower that coats other enemies in Girardi. I'm just trying to figure out what this means exactly, and if you know, then just please tell me in the comments below. For our final incorrect tip, we have: to report abusive imagery or behavior, press F7 to take a screenshot and gather game information to send it directly to customer support via the abuse reporter. Customer support. That's just funny. Nothing's wrong with this, but just the thought of Valve doing something about abusive behavior is funny. Anyway, save TF2. Now, these tips are not wrong, but I just thought a couple of these tips were funny for the developers to add into the game. So let's take a look at it real quick. As a medic, fool the enemy by pressing the Ubercharge ready voice command in order to pretend you have an Ubercharge prepared. Now, I just want to play a clip for you all, and tell me when you hear the medic tell the enemy that his Ubercharge is full, even though it's not. And also, why would you want to tell the enemy that your Ubercharge is ready? Then that'll just make them want to target you more. But anyways, on to the clip. Did you hear it? Yeah, you can hardly hear it. Anyways, As a soldier, the frying pan does identical damage as the shovel, but it is a lot louder. Don't use it when you're trying to stay hidden, as the distinct sound will give away your position. This is another sound-based one that the game gives us. If you're a soldier, you shoot very loud rockets to try and kill people. I don't think the sound of a pan will give that away. Also, almost all the classes can use the pan, so why do they specify the soldier, arguably the loudest class of them all? As a heavy, use your sandwich to heal up. Use mouse 2 to throw it on the ground for friendly players to pick up his health. Don't worry, it comes with a plate to keep it clean. I just like the last part where it says it comes with a plate to keep it clean. There's nothing wrong with it, I just find it funny. Another one for heavy is, as a heavy, the holiday punch's critical hits will cause the enemy to burst into laughter, therefore leaving them defenseless. Use them in order to incapacitate enemies and assist your team to eliminate key threats. As a heavy, your job is to shoot at classes. If you try to run in to stun them with the laugh to help assist your team, then you're actively hurting your team. It doesn't help that this weapon only makes classes laugh if you hit them from behind. It's just a super weird thing to say, just like the next tip. As an engineer, if you perform 3 successive hits with the gunslinger, the final blow will be an automatic critical hit. Use this technique to ambush and eliminate stronger classes when you lack support from your team or sentry gun. When playing engineer and you don't have any support from your team or sentry gun, running into a fight with your melee is literally your last option. If you're in this position, you still have a super powerful shotgun that is way more effective than your melee. It does not help that it takes you 3 hits for you to get into this crit, and you have to get them all collectively, which can be hard to do. If you're a new player, I do not encourage this behavior at all. The second to last one is, as a medic, your bone saw swings 20% faster than the uber saw. Use the bone saw in defensive situations in which an uber charge is not as important. I'm sorry, when is an uber charge not important? There's literally no situation when an uber charge is not important to help win a fight. Ubers help you push, stop you from dying, and a bunch of other scenarios. This is just a really weird tip to include in your game. For our final tip, another one for the medic. As a medic, if you have been separated from your team, call out for a medic yourself by pressing E to alert nearby teammates to your position. First off, screw free-to-plays. I'm just kidding, Valve. That was a stupid decision. Why can't free-to-plays not call for a medic? It's actually insane. But also, when you've been playing medic and you think to yourself to tell your team that you're far away from them, so you call for medic, every player thinks you're calling for a medic to come and heal you. Every single player. Anyways, I know this is a bit of a shorter video, but I still hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then leave a like, subscribe, and join the Discord. At 10,000 subs, I'll be doing an hour-long review of the shortstop, so if you want to see that, then you know what to do. I got a lot of big plans for the channel, and I can't wait to see them come true. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you stick around for the next. Have a great day. Peace.